Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today we are just going to do something really basic. Now through Christmas we always try to do something quite sort of like elaborate and things, and everything takes so long, but today I thought I would just show you how to make this lovely little gift box. Really simple. It's just a beautiful little box. I popped some of my fussy cuts on the top, embellished them, and they are really lovely. And I've just popped a little bit of tissue in there, and perfect for just a little gift, little pair of earrings. You can pop little sweets in there, anything you like, but I just think they are lovely. Now if you've got like something small that you just wanted to make up, pop in there, somebody that you've missed, making a gift for or wrapping up. These are lovely. Now this is the basic one. This is what it looks like. So they're really simple. So I'm going to show you, and then we are going to embellish some. So I'll make a couple of them. I'm going to take my Fiskars cutter. I have a little, not template, but it's a little, the sizes that we are going to be using. Now I'm going to start off with, this is some coffee stain paper. It is 200 GSM paper, so and it's just been coffee stained, and it's not thick, but you know, it's a nice one where we can just fold it up. So what I am going to do, I'm going to actually lift this bit out. Now I want this to be 7.5 by 7.5 inch square. Okay, so that's what I'm going to start off at. So let's just make sure we measure that. I haven't done it in centimeters, so but that's roughly 19 centimeters. So we're just going to do a square like that. So perfect. So that's our little square. Let's take that bit out because we don't need that bit. I'm going to just move this up a little bit so you can see. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to measure 2.5 inches like that, and I'm going to score down because we want to score this shape. So we want 2 lines down and 2 lines across, and they are, I've done it so they are 2.5 inches between each one. So let's score down through there. Oops, let's use the bigger end. So that's 2.5, and then we can go to 5 and do a score line down through there. And then the same this side, so 2.5, just turn it round once and score down there. I'm not one for measuring normally, but obviously making a little box we have to measure, don't we, to make sure it is right. So there we go. So we've got like a little, can you see that? It's 4 equal, we've got 9 equal squares on there. So the leftover piece that we've got, we want to do this one, we want to do the lid, so we need to measure that 3 7/8 square. Okay, so let's measure that down. So we want 3 7/8. I'm just going to cut the end off here actually, because it's not the tidiest piece of paper. It's a bit scraggy because it's been coffee stained and the edge is a little bit wrinkled up. Normally we would love that with our grungy mess, but we want to make quite a tidy box. Look, my cutter's not very good either. So let's just cut this down. Just get those little edges off. There we go. And then on this one, we want to score at 3 1/4 inches all the way around. So we want to go 3 1/4. So we want to go like that, and we do a score line down through there. Turn it around once. Make sure we're on 3 1/4 inches. I'm in the right place. And put a line down there. Turn it round. 3 1/4. There we go. Turn it round so we've got that down like that. So then we've got that, can you see, on there? So that's what we want. Now let's just pop this to the side. We don't need that. And I'm going to cut the lid. Okay, so what we want to do with the lid, we want to, shall I just get a pencil, shall I just show you? We want to cut these little bits out here, these little squares, but we want to do sort of like a little triangle like that. That's what we need to sort of cut out. Can you see? So I'm going to cut down through there, turn it, and then just go down like that. Pull that piece out so we've got that shape. Then just turn that round and do the same on each corner like that. Turn it round, so you want to turn it around the same way. So it's like a little windmill, isn't it? So we turn that round like that and cut those little bits out. Perfect. So then you will end up with that shape. Can you see a little bit better on the table? So I'm going to pop that to the side, and then we're going to work on our actual box. So we've got the 4 squares like that. So what we want to do, I'm going to get the ruler. Now, you don't have to measure this once you know what you're doing, but we want to go around, we want to measure on the first square, we want to measure 2 inches. So that's a 2-inch mark. Then we want to turn the whole thing like that and measure again a 2-inch mark there. Turn it round like that, and then we're going to measure another 2-inch mark. Turn it round, and again we're going to measure that 2-inch mark like that. So very, very simple. And all as we're going to do, right, that's our 2-inch mark that we marked off there. We want to get rid of these little corner bits to make our box. So we're going to go right up into the middle bit, turn it round, and where that 2-inch mark is, we want to go all the way to the bottom and cut that piece off. So you've got like a little lip bit there, and that's what we're going to have as the tab for sticking our box together. So we need to have that little tab like that. So turn around again, cut that down, turn round, and where we've marked the 2-inch mark, cut that down. So this little bit here is 1/2 inch. So, and then we just want to cut either end like that. So we've got that little tab, and you just go all the way around like that. Cut that down, then cut in like that. So once you know how to make these, you won't have to mark off that 2-inch. You will just, you know, cut a little piece off like that. Turn it round, cut that down, and then we will just cut a little bit into the tabs like that. So we've got the little tab. So there we go. Let's get those little bits out of the way. Keep these little bits because they're good for making little paper clips. Okay, so popping it together, we've got it like that. So we're going to just fold these bits in like that. Just your little tabby bits that we made. Fold them in. And then we're going to just fold these up like that. So just fold on your score lines. Okay, so then when you push it up like that, can you see? That's it. And then each little tab just sticks on to the next piece of the side of your box. So we shall stick this together. Now I've got my glue. This is tacky glue in here. So what I'm going to actually do, I'm going to just glue this like that, and then I'm going to just rub it on the back of that one and leave it, and now open it back up again. And then I'm going to do the same on all of them like that. Just rub it so you've got it on both sides. Again on this one. Bit of glue, rub those together, and then the last one like that. Nice little bit of glue, and then just dab those together. Right, the first one we did, that's going to be tacky now, and that will just stick together really, really simple, like that, without having to paper clip them together or anything. It's almost like contact. They're sort of like sticky on both sides, and as soon as they touch each other, they stick together. And then we pop that one on there. Whoops. Like that. So it's so much easier than trying to hold it for a minute while you're gluing it. There we go. And then we have our little box. How simple is that? I put enough glue on there. Right, that's our box. And now we are going to do the same thing with the lid. So we'll just fold in the little edges like that. Fold in the little tabs like that, and then the same thing, we are going to just glue these little corner pieces and then touch them. This is the one that's difficult to hold together because these are quite small. So by doing it like this, it makes them sort of tacky and they will stick so much easier. Pop that on there, just rub that on. A little bit of glue on there. Rub that together. Back to the first one. Pop that down. That just sticks. Pop that down. Hold them together for a second, and then they are all stuck down really, really well. Like that. So there we go. So there's our lid. So that just fits on there. Lovely. So we've got our lovely little box, which I love. So there we go. So we can decorate that. I'm going to get wherever I've put my, oh, here's my ink. I'm just going to ink it a little bit. So let's just take my little inky dauber. Now again, you can make these out of any card, any colour, but I wanted mine to be a little bit sort of vintage looking. But any card that you've got, any nice colourful ones. I might make a couple of little pink ones for the girls, pink and sparkly, for a little gift for Christmas. Put something in there. Some little sweeties or something. And these actually, you could probably, they're light enough. And if you popped a little bit of ribbon around them, you could actually hang them on the Christmas tree, couldn't you? Which is quite nice. Or it depends what you've got in it, as long as it's not too heavy. So a little bit of ink just around. There we go. And then I've got my fussy cuts, which I'm going to embellish them with, and of course a little bit of sparkle, I am sure, because it wouldn't be Christmas without a little bit of sparkle, would it? There we go. So we've got a little bit. You can add obviously as much as you like on there, but there we go. Then we've got our little lid on there. Perfect. So I do have to, I'll make another box in a minute, but let's just decorate them. Can you see this one? I've just got a little tree on there. I've got some little flat back gems and a little bit of the Nouveau glitter, the little Nouveau drops on there. And then I've just popped a little one of my fussy cuts, 25th of December, Christmas Day. So they are fab on there. And then this one, I've just got this lovely pearl trim. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? And then we got Santa on there, which is lovely. So which one should we do? Should we do this one? I'll leave this one to dry just a little bit more. Let's get these little bits out. Okay. Right, I'm going to pop, oh, probably need that glue. But let's have a look. What shall we do? Now, I was thinking actually of doing like a little collage on here, which would be quite nice, wouldn't it? So I've got all my little bits and pieces here. Maybe we could have a picture on the top. We could have, I do like that one. I do love that deer. I'm just thinking of maybe a little snowman or something. Oh, we've got the Christmas tree. I've already got one with the Christmas tree, but look at these. These fit perfectly, absolutely perfect on top of these boxes. But I'm going to put that one on that one, I think. But I'm going to use the little snowman. Let's add a little bit of ink around him. Pop him on the top, and then shall we pop that on there? Like a little collagey bit on the top, under or over. I just wonder if I stuck that down, just so it bends around the edges like that and sticks on. I was thinking, do you think, oops, take the lid off would help? A little bit of glue. But again, these are just, you can put anything on the top, any of your little bits, even if you've got like leftover bits from making journals or something, do you know what I mean? Little tags or anything you could just pop on. Let me just make sure that's stuck down. Hold that down. Oh, I do like that. That looks good, doesn't it? Should we have a little... Oh, look at that. Lovely. A little bit of glue. Pop that down. Look at that. That's lovely. Not sure whether that's stuck properly. Right, what else can we do? Shall we just pop? Would that go along there? Just, but I am actually gonna, oh, unless I make it go around the corner, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna fold that just a little bit, pop some glue on. A little bit of glue, and then to pop it on the corner like that. Oh, I do like that. Look at that. Does that look nice? Right, shall we do this one? I quite like them sort of a little bit on the wonk, actually. I think I've already inked these. What should we do? Should we just bend that? Bend that bit like that, and he can just sit like that. So have you guys made lots of Christmassy bits? I can't believe it's not long till Christmas, but everywhere seems to have Christmassy stuff, doesn't it? And I'm not in any way at all ready for Christmas at all. But we've got ages. We've got ages yet. There we go. That's that on there. What should we put on here? We've got this lovely one that just says Christmas. I don't want to put anything too high up because we've got that on there. Maybe I'll put something around this side. So again, you can get all, if you've got some nice Christmas wrapping paper, you could actually just collage this, or you could decoupage it with all sorts of bits and pieces, couldn't you? If you didn't have any thicker paper, you could make a box and then you could decoupage it, so and that the glue tends to make it a lot thicker anyway, doesn't it? Oops, stuck to everything. I'm going to fold you in half, well, not quite in half, but like that, and you can just sit around the corner. There we go. Oh, I do like this. That's lovely. So what should we pop on this side? Should we have this one? And there. Lovely, lovely. I just pop that, give it a wiggle around. Pop that in, and we could have gingerbread, couldn't we, going around that corner. Shall we have it? There we go. Just pop that, fold that little bit. You can just sit on there. Yeah, I like them going around the corner bits. There we go. Pop that on. There we are. Look at that. That looks really good, doesn't it? I think we need something just on this bit, just like that. There we go. That looks good. So either way, it doesn't really matter which way you pop it then, does it? But that looks lovely. Shall we have another little word on the other side? Do we need it? Look at that. Oh, I love it. Isn't that lovely? Oh, that's really nice. That's like a little ornament actually, isn't it? I quite like this nice bright 25 on there as well. I think I'm going to put that. I am going to pop that on there. Pop that right there. Oh, love it. Let me just push that down. Fabulous. What do you think? Isn't that just lovely? Should we add a little bit of sparkly bits? We can't have a little snowman, can we, without a little bit of sparkle? Let's pop them on the little bits of snowflakes on here. A little bit on his hat down there. There we go. Maybe a few, just little dots of shininess around, like that. And I'm going to get one of my little blingy bits, and I've got my pen here somewhere. There we go. Let's just take one of these out, pop it there on his little hat. Can you see? Little bit of sparkle. Fabulous. Oh, I do like that one. Right, shall I show you how to make the box again? So go and grab yourself a piece of card and we can do this together. Let's pop these bits out of the way. Pop them there. Oh, love them. Right, let's get this out. Open it up. I think I better just tidy these bits out of the way. If I can speak. There we go. Let's pop those over there. Right, I'm going to take another piece of card. So this is just A4 size that I'm cutting down, but again, we only need 7.5 by 7.5 inches. So what I'm going to do, grab yourself a piece of paper, piece of card, and just cut this into a square. So out of an A4 piece, you can do the top and the bottom. So you can do the whole sort of box. I'm going to pop this down. Let me pop my little boxes out of the way so I don't squash them. Bring this up so you can see. So this is 7.5 by 7.5. So then what we want to do is 2.5. Get your scoreboard out, but I'm just using my cutter and using the little thingy down here to score it. So we want to do 2.5 inches. So you want to score 2.5 inches, and then move it along to 5 inches, like that, and score down. And then this is going to be 2.5. Turn it round. We'll do 2.5 inches this way, like that. And then we want to go to 5 inches there, and just score that down. So then we have our 9 little squares on there. Can you see if I can catch it in the light? There we go. Right, so for the lid, I'll pop the measurements under the video as well. For the lid, we want 3 7/8 of an inch. So again, which is the nicest end, a bit scruffy, isn't it? We want to go 3 7/8 of an inch and just chop that down. Turn it round. There we are. Put those over there. And then what we want to do, we want to score at 3 1/4 inches. All the way round. So we will go 3 1/4 like that, and we will score down through. And then turn it round, pop it at 3 1/4 inches, and then score down, turn it round, score down, and then again 3 1/4 inches, make sure I'm in the right place, and score down there. So there we go. That's what we get, like that. So I'm going to pop this out of the way, like that, and we will do the lid first. So again, take your piece, we want to get rid of each little corner like that. So we'll just go up and then just over from the corner, not quite on the corner, just over a little bit, and snip that little corner piece off, like that. Turn it round, go down and snip that little bit off. Turn it round, go down, turn, and just snip that little bit off. And then the last one, go round and snip that little bit off. And there we go. That's what we have. So we just want those little corners cut off. So pop that to the side. We will bring our box in now. Now again, measuring it, we want to take our square, and then from just one of the corners, but you want to do the same from the same side each time. So we just want a little 1/2 inch tab here. So mark off 2 inches like that. Just move your paper just once, pop it down like that, and move and just just mark 2 inches again around. Mark your 2 inches on there, and then the last one, just turn round and mark off 2 inches. So once you've done a few of these, like I said, you won't need to mark them. You'll know just to cut a little bit down through there. So what we want to do is cut down to the middle like that, where your line is, turn it round, and then cut down that mark that you've just made like that. And then we want to just cut into that corner to give you that little tab, and just the corner off like that. So simple. And then turn it round, try and turn the same way each time. Cut to the middle, turn it round, cut there like that, and then just cut into these bits like that. Quite simple. Into the middle. It's good if you've got a nice big pair of scissors as well. Cut down. Cut your little tabby bits like that. Turn it round. Like that. And down. I find that the easiest way. You can just cut 2 tabs on each side, but I think this looks a little bit neater like that. So there we go. That's all our cutting out. So we've got the top, the bottom, and we have the lid. So let's just do the lid first. Let's pop that to the side. So we're going to bend these edges, the little bits in, like that. Actually, these would be quite nice. If you had the patience, you could make a little advent calendar, couldn't you, with lots of little boxes like this. I don't know whether I'd have the patience to make all of them. Right, what are we going to do? Glue, that's what we're doing. Take our tacky glue. Again, I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on here. Now again, you can glue it, you can staple them if you want to. Just wipe those together. You can pop a little bit of double-sided tape, or whatever you like. I'm just going to stick those together, open it up. But I found that just rubbing them like that on each other and then leaving them makes them tacky, and it just makes them want to stick together, which is great, isn't it? Did we do that one? Yeah. Right, so back to the first one, and we can just stick that, hold that together for a minute, and that's stuck. Hold that together, like that. There we go. Perfect. Nice and simple, isn't it? Oopsie daisy. Then we've got our lovely little lid. Pop that to the side, and we can do the bottom now. So fold in your little flaps like that. Turn that round. Then bend these bits down. I've got another little sort of origami little bag thing, little baggy box thing that we can do as well in another video. So there we go. By just cutting out just one flap, it makes it neater because you just stick one to each. They just stick around each other, and I think they stick a little bit better then for some reason. So again, I'm going to just glue this. Just tap those together. Glue this down. Just tap those together. Now you can ink these before you stick them, or afterwards, it doesn't really matter. Stick that down, and then last one. Just dab that on like that. Okay. So back to the beginning. Stick those together. See how they just stick nicely. This one. Pop that down. Stick that down like that. And then this one, stick that on. Fabulous, love it. There we go, super simple, aren't they? And then we've got our lovely little box, and I just think they are just lovely and so easy. Right, I'm going to give it a little bit of an ink, and then we've got this one, and then I've got two more that we can decorate. Just love them. But again, like I said, use whatever card, paper, stick them on. You could use a cereal package, and then pop some any wrapping paper, digital papers, whatever you've got. You could even do these. It doesn't have to be for Christmas. Do you know what I mean? They're lovely little gift boxes. So and it's great if you don't have any wrapping paper as well, isn't it? Just pop a little gift in something like this. and cover it. You could cover it in magazine clippings and all sorts, whatever takes your fancy. But I'm quite liking the, oops, is that stuck? Yeah, quite liking this sort of like vintagey look to them. I think they look really lovely. There we are. Perfect. You could even give them to somebody with some little fussy cuts or something in, couldn't you? If you know they're a crafty person, pop a little bit of pop some little ribbons, a few little sparkly gems in there. Look at that. Oh, super duper. Right, I do like this little stag. He's lovely, isn't he? So shall we pop him on there? Now I don't need to make these ones too fussy, but I do have, oh, that's a little bit of blingy. I've got some of this, which I think this little fella would look quite nice with this around. Pop you on there. This is just a little bit of gold trim on there, which I think will look quite nice, won't it? Going to use some 3-in-1, or it's Fabri-Tac in here. So when I do it, I'm just gonna a little bit, which way round? This way round. Start in the middle of the box like that, because it's easier to stick down the last bits. If you've got the last bits right on the edge, they tend to sort of like peel off, and we don't want that, do we? Turn that. A little bit of glue. This is quite light. I think if I had anything heavier, I'd have to sort of use the glue gun to stick it down, but this is pretty light trim for this one. There we go. Cut that down. Stick a little bit of glue. There we go. I'll just add a little blob on there. Oops. Perfect. And then you can't even see the join very well, can you? It's a little bit wibbly wobbly, but that's okay. Look at that. See, doesn't that look nice and Christmassy and pretty? Right, so where the back is, you want that to be, where they're joined, I mean, you want that to sort of be the back, so you can't really see it. Oh, I love him. Doesn't he look lovely? Nice. I'm going to just do a really simple one. I think I'm just going to stick him on there and add, or maybe I could add something to his bow tie. So this is quite a nice one for a male gift, isn't it? Even the collage one that I did, I think that would look nice as a, it's not too pretty, if you know what I mean. So if you know somebody that doesn't like pretty, and I am going to add a little bit of, I want to add a little bit, enough glue on there. There we go, that's better, that's better. Love it, I love them. Right, what shall we add? Shall we add one of our little sparklies, our little gems? I think these are 3mm, and I think these are 5 because they're a little bit bigger. Okay, I'm going to add just a little bit of the Nouveau Glitteries on his bow tie, and a little blob in the middle. And I'm going to stick a gem down wherever my little tool is gone. Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Let's just pop a little one in there. Oops, don't I move that? Look at that. Can you see? Can you see it sparkle? I'll do a little close up at the end of the boxes. Let's pop a little bit of, oops, that's unsticking. There we little bit of glitter. There's a little bit of sort of holly on his antlers, so that can have a little bit of stickles on there. Should I put some on there? No, I won't. I won't put too much on this one. I'm going to leave it like that. But I will put a Christmas greeting thingy-majiggy on here. Oops, I quite like this one which says Noel on there. So I'll take the lid off. What do you think? That on there? Xmas? No, I quite like this one. I'll go with the one that shows at first. Let's just ink a little bit around. Again, you can print off and print somebody's name on there and have a little tag hanging off them. Oops. Yeah, somebody's name would be quite nice on there, wouldn't it? Whoever the gift is for. Let's just pop that there. Like that. Pop the little lid on. Actually, I've got some tissue paper here. Let's just see. Just a little square of a tissue. I think I've got 2. Just scrunch that up. Pop that in. You can pop a little gift in there and the little lid on there. And I just think that looks so lovely, don't you? Right, I'm going to do one more. Let's just finish this one up, shall we? What should we pop on here? Now, I did have, I think, look, these fit just perfectly on here. That's lovely, isn't it? Do like that. We could have Xmas on there. How simple. How simple is that? Let's just pop that on. So if you've got all your fussy cuts cut out, these are really lovely to just pop on, aren't they? Nice and simple. We like simple, especially at Christmas, when there's lots and lots to do. So a little Christmas box like this, when we don't have to really overthink on making stuff, because we can get quite elaborate, can't we? And sometimes we need to just make something quite simple and easy to do. Let's have a little bit of ink. I suppose you could pop that in on a little foam pad as well, so it can be a little bit higher. A little bit of dimension on there. Let's put Xmas on there. Look at that. Again, somebody's name on there would look good, wouldn't it? What should we pop around? I did have a little bit of lace. I think I might pop a little bit of lace on this one. Shall we do that? I think we shall. Let's start from the back. Oh, that's a perfect width, actually, isn't it? Let's have a little bit of this. Start at the back. This isn't very heavy, so I don't know which way round this goes. I don't think it really matters. Pop that on. And with adding lace, it's very light. So just, you know, it's not going to bend the box or anything. Oh, glue everywhere. Go. So yeah, you could do, I think I might do a few more of the little collagey ones because I really like those. I think they are lovely. I think these would look really pretty actually with some shabby, florally sort of ones would look nice, wouldn't they? Let's So yeah, definitely something. Oh my gosh, I'm going to make a mess here. It's all oozing out. Definitely something that will, if you learn to make these little boxes, that you can use on all gifts, whatever the occasion. Oh my gosh. Isn't it? Because I do have in the fussy cards, look at this one could be like a winter wedding, couldn't it? Could pop a little gift in. And I did have one on here. This has got like a little champagne bottle, so you could have like an anniversary on there as well, with a little gift in there, even if it's little chocolates. It's nice, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, I've got some, oh, there we go. I've got some little bows. Look at these little white bows. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? That's what I popped on the Christmas tree there. That's lovely. Let's add a little bit. I'm going to cut that little bit of cotton off, just in case it pokes through. There we go. How lovely are those? Now again, don't really need anything around there actually, along the bottom, unless we pop another little bit of lace. Oops, I don't think it really needs it, does it? I think that's quite nice like that. So there we go, guys. That's how you make a little box and a few little ideas of decorating them. So let me just pop the glue on and show you these. So they're the lovely, lovely ones. I do like this one. I love that one. I think that it looks fabulous. So these will be having little gifts in them throughout Christmas, but they are lovely. So I hope you found that quite simple to do. And I am loving them. I will put the measurements under the video. So the actual box, the actual square for the bottom of the box is 7.5 inches square. And the lid is 3 7/8 of an inch. Again, I've just done it this side, so you'll have to work it out if you want to do them bigger or smaller. But I did them this side so that they would fit on an A4 sheet of paper, which is a photocopy piece of paper that we all have. So there we go, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye-bye.